For more in-depth tutorials, behind the scenes, early access, art critiques, and exclusive art content, make sure to join the Patreon, like right now. That's what the good stuff is. So go. No, for real, go. What are you doing? It's been way too long. I've been gone for over 2.5 months. Actually, no, it hasn't been that long. It might as well have been. I'm finally back from the pound. Listen, y'all. When I tell you that I have been struggling to post YouTube videos, I've been struggling. I'm not even gonna cap, alright? I'm not consistent. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a TikToker. Anyway, y'all, welcome back to another video. And I'm gonna be showing you a few tips here and there on how to get some clean ass line art and get that nice, crispy lines that we all love. Cause I know damn well your lines are wobbly as hell. Get started. Right here, we have a sketch I did. This is gonna be some Invincible fan art that I'm working on at the moment. So I'm gonna be showing you a couple of tips to keep in mind whenever you're drawing your clean ass line art, okay? So, tip number one, what you wanna do is when you're doing line art, is first I'm gonna line your damn sketch, okay? Now I already have some of the line art already done. I was actually doing it before I record this video, but I stopped midway through because I wanna show you guys a couple of tips to keep in mind. When you wanna get crispy line art, the best way to do it is with one stroke, okay? As you can see, just like that, bro. Just like that, okay? Just like that, and you have crispy line art. It's okay if you follow the line and it goes over a little bit. That's why you got an eraser. You just erase that joint, okay? And just fix the line art later, and all of a sudden, you got some line art, okay? And of course, you can add your hatching and stuff like that, but that is the best way, in my opinion, to do line art. As you can see, one stroke, okay? And zooming in also helps. That way you get more motion with your arm, okay? What you don't want to do is be using your wrist, okay? Now, using your wrist is very, very bad because you don't have enough range of motion, okay? Let me show you what that looks like on the other camera, okay? So look. As you can see, I got my my sketch right here, and this is me using my wrist. Okay. Look how shaky that is. Look at how shaky that line is. But if I use my whole arm, my whole entire arm, like, woo! I mean, okay. Woo! You feel me? So you gotta go. You know, you gotta go. And it's okay. Sometimes doing it over and over again is better, but don't do this. Use your whole arm, baby. You gotta go with the flow. All right. So that's pretty much the trick on how to do it. So you can go like this. The only time you want to use your wrist really is like if you're doing small areas, like her thumb. It's not that you know, I can just do my wrist for that. But for longer areas, like maybe her thigh, use your entire arm. Your shoulder, baby. Put your shoulder into it, bruh. Put your shoulder into it, man. Over and over again. Sometimes you gotta go it over, you know, do it multiple times to get that good line, but it can happen, okay? Just follow the, you know, the stroke, and sometimes it gets annoying. I know people don't like doing the stroke over and over again, but that's literally how you get crispy lines, bro. That's how you do it, okay? That's how you do it. You can't get crispy lines without the without those long strokes, okay? Because here are a few tips you don't want to do, okay? So, things I don't want you to do when doing line art, okay? All right. Number one, don't do this shit. Don't do chicken scratching, bro. Don't make a whole bunch of these uneven lines like this, bro. Okay? I don't know what it is, but some people got bent out of shape when I told them not to chicken scratch. I was like, yo, one mistake you don't want to do is chicken scratch, and everyone was like, anything, that's not true. Chicken scratch makes my art look better. Such a stupid ass. Look, you are just making excuses, okay? When you're doing line art and you want crispy lines, then you wanna have that long stroke, that one stroke. Okay, that's what I meant. Okay, I'm not saying you can't chicken scratch. It's not illegal to do this, but you're not gonna get good clean line art for your coloring stages. Okay, and that's just the facts. You can either take it with a grain of salt, or you can just follow my instructions and do what I'm telling you to do. But it's up to you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like you choose what you want to do. All right. As you can see, one nice long stroke. But I'm not gonna be doing this bull crap, like using a whole these little lines, because it just makes your line look scratchy. Okay, now if you can find a way to make that look good, that's cool. Like, say if you're doing like a manga, I do that for mangas and for like my comic book style, but that's because I'm not really coloring it with color. Okay, this is only if you want that clean look. If you don't want the clean look, then just ignore this video. If you want that clean, crispy look that I usually get with the line art, then follow this video. Simple, easy. As you can see, longer strokes take my whole arm up, okay? My whole arm follows that line, and boom, just like that. And for smaller strokes, you can use your wrist, okay? I use my wrist for that. Boom, there's my wrist. And then boom, here's my wrist again. Sometimes I'm not following that perfectly. Here's my wrist. Here's that wrist, okay? So that is what you want to do. Here are a few bonus tips. I'm making my own echoes. That way I don't have to edit it in. You see what I'm saying? That's called thinking smarter, not harder. Okay, listen. A bonus tip I can give you for doing line art is to not have a consistent line length, okay? A lot of people, when they're doing line art, is they want to have one consistent line, okay? Like pretty much one line length the whole time. What you want to do, okay, is have line weight. And line weight is what makes line art so amazing. It's because the lines are not one consistent line, okay? So you can, most people when they're drawing lines, they want to do one line and make it the same length. Like no. Make it thicker and then make it thinner. Okay, and then thicker again. Okay, as you can see, that's called line weight. Okay, I usually make the lines thicker when there's like a bend in the body, and then make it thinner when it goes outward. And that's how you create good line weight. Okay, so make sure you switch up your line weight, y'all. Use that line weight to your advantage. Okay, that's how you get crispy looking lines. Okay, and if we take away the sketch, you can see the lines are not the same length all the way through. Okay, as you can see, this part's thicker, this part on the chin is thinner, the lips are thinner, the eyes are thicker. That's what line weight is. It's just making some parts of the some parts of the line art very thick and some parts very thin. And that's how you want to get your line weight. All right, boom, that is how it's done. Final tip, and adding indications of the line are cool. Okay, I think one cool trick with chicken scratching is if you use it right, it looks good. Okay, as you can see, the right here is one nice long line, but when I get onto the internal parts of the sketch, you can see I use chicken scratching, and that's because those are supposed to be indicating lines. Okay, it pretty much hints at the muscles and hits at the creases in the body without making it one hard line. Okay, not every part of your drawing has to be one line. Okay, this is the only time chicken scratching comes in handy, is when you're doing stuff like this. Okay, so for example, for the collarbone, I'm going to make it one line, and then it's going to be pretty much chicken scratch the rest of the way. One line, chicken scratch the rest of the way. Okay, and you can call it I call it chicken scratching because it's a funny word, but it's actually just called brushing lines, or stroking the line. That's why you want to use those for different things, but don't ever use it for consistent lines. Okay, so what I mean by that is don't chicken scratch your outline. Okay, chicken scratch your internal parts of the body. Like you could chicken scratch the knuckle area, okay, or the muscle bicep. Okay, all right, and even then, you can see it's like fanning like this. It's not gonna be one line like that, all uneven. It still has some type of structure to it. Okay, but for the outside of this arm, it's gonna be one line. Okay, and that's pretty much how you get that nice clean line art. Now I'm gonna hop into a time lapse so you guys can watch the rest of the line art be put together, and I might even do the flats too. And I'll be giving you guys a few tips while that's on. All right, so I'll see you guys in the time lapse. All right, here we are for the time lapse section of this tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed those tips. You know what I'm saying. And as you guys know, this is a fan art I am working on of Invincible and Adam Eve, or Mark, if you whichever you want to call him. From the Invincible TV series. It is super duper good, bro. I binge watched it in one day, bro. It was so good. It was so good. I do highly recommend checking it out if you guys have not already. But yeah, a couple of more tips before I end up this video here. One thing I can tell you is when you're doing your outline, use long, consistent lines. But when you're trying to indicate like a muscle, but not, you know, use a full line, I do suggest doing chicken scratch. Okay, so chicken scratching should not be your outline. It should be your internal lines. Okay, so if you want to suggest the muscles, or even like suggest, you know, ab area, stuff like that, leg muscles, all that stuff, that's when you want to use those brushy strokes for that. But other than that, keep your lines consistent, keep them crisp, and try to go at a nice medium pace when you're drawing. Okay, never want to rush things. And sometimes you might have to do the line art over and over again until you get that one perfect line. It can get irritating, I understand. But look, if you want clean line art, you gotta make sacrifices, okay? You gotta make sacrifices. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here is the finished line art and the flats. I might post a full speed art of this later on. But here are the flats. I think it came out pretty cool. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And let me know what else you guys want to learn, all right? I know I don't really post that much YouTube videos, but I want to get back in the swing of things. And if I see you guys engaging with my YouTube videos, I'm gonna be you know, posting more often, because like I know people are there. All right, I'm gonna see you guys next time, and peace.